What is up, guys? And in today's video, I'll be giving my Halloween Ends theory. Now, this theory is based on the time jump. If you do not know, Halloween Ends, for some reason, will have a 4-year time jump. And in this time jump, we've all been speculating, where has Michael been? I want to talk about the main things that people have been talking about. That is, one, he's in a cave. I find that funny. Second, he's living in the radio tower, or he's living around the radio tower, perhaps at a shack or something. I even heard people say he's living under a bridge. But the main two I've been hearing that people has been speculating, he's in that tower or he's in a cave. I don't agree with none of them. If I had to, I'd probably say the radio tower, because they really hinted at that a lot already. But my theory is, what if Michael Myers has been roaming these past years? Now, what do I mean by roaming, walking the earth? I'm not talking about Halloween 2's Rob Zombie, even though part of this theory could have worked for that movie as well, but I think it's better suited for this movie. But anyway, back onto my theory. I think this theory is very reasonable, and considering the fact one of the theories already is, what if Michael has been killing in between this time jump, in between kills and ends? What if he just never stopped killing? Um, one reason why a lot of people have been saying that theory is because of all these missing posters. And I thought, why not take that theory and put it into my own theory? And that is, what if, like I said, Michael's been walking, roaming the earth, um, in between these films. Now, what do I now? Like I said, I'm not talking about Halloween 2's Rob Zombie, where he's living in a barn. No, what I'm talking about is, if you pay attention and listen in Halloween Kills, we hear the town Russellville that's near Haddonfield. It's very close to Haddonfield, and if you know, Russellville was also mentioned in the Halloween Return script. Fun fact, by the way. But we know Russellville is the next town over. So here's my theory that I think fits perfectly. It makes the most sense, and that is, what if Michael Myers has been going outside of Haddonfield and he's been going over to Russellville and killing people as well? Why I support this theory, well, because it's my own theory, but all jokes aside, why I support this theory is because Laurie Strode even said, the more he kills, the more he transcends, the more powerful he gets. And they've already, in Kills, they already, in Kills, and even in 2018, they set him up as this random killer. What would make him more of a random killer than letting him go over to the next town? And I don't know how you would write it in the script, but even, mentioning a year later, which would have been in 2019, um, you could even show a flashback to this. Say Russellville had a huge massacre, and come to find out, Michael Myers is the one that did that. He even took out the whole police force in Russellville. And, even kind of say that, even if you don't show it, say Russellville is smaller than Haddonfield. Say Russellville is a little smaller than Haddonfield, if you want to. It's a little bit more of a smaller town. And so it was very easy for him to take out the whole police force. But I think that is a very interesting theory, and a theory that I would like to see, that Michael's been killing in between movies, which we already think that already, because people have seen, all these missing posters around the set. But to add on to that, wouldn't it be cool, in my opinion, if not only he's been, killing throughout these movies off screen, but what if he's, been going over to the next town and killing? Like, he's been going back and forth. Some people may say, well, he's going to walk that far. I mean, one, he's supernatural in this trilogy. He's supernatural, and second, he can drive. This trilogy is connected to the original film. We know Michael Myers drives in this franchise, so who's not to say he could just steal a car in Haddonfield and just randomly wants to go to Russellville? I mean, it's something that may make no sense, but you have to understand he is a random killer now. He's not going after one target. So, in my opinion, it makes sense for him just to roam the earth and go over to Russellville and just kind of say that, he's been going back and forth, and now he's back in Haddonfield, and now this is the night that he's going to wreak havoc on Haddonfield. I think that is a good theory. I like that theory. So that is my theory where Michael Myers has been for these past 4 years. He's been in Russellville causing havoc, specifically in the year 2019. He did come back to Haddonfield the following year, but it was mainly in 2019 where he took out the whole police force in Russellville, and he really showed Russellville business. And he's just been roaming the earth as the random killer that he is. I would love that theory to come true. I think it makes the most more sense than him living in a cave or him, getting captured again. I like that theory because this really sits in stone that he's a random killer and he's not after Lori. He's willing to go outside of Haddonfield. So let me know how you feel about this theory in the comments below. Catch you guys in the next video.